Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the power of illusions. What are illusions, and why are they so interesting? How do they work? And what can they teach us about our brains? What is an illusion? An illusion is a misleading visual perception. It's when our brains interpret an image in a way that is different from reality. There are many different types of illusions, but they all have one thing in common. They trick our brains into seeing something that isn't there. Why are illusions so interesting? Illusions are interesting because they challenge our understanding of reality. They show us that our brains are not always perfect at interpreting the world around us. This can be both fascinating and frustrating, but it also helps us to learn more about how our brains work. How do illusions work? Illusions work by exploiting the way our brains process visual information. Our brains use a number of different cues to help us understand what we're seeing. These cues include the size and shape of objects, the distance between objects, and the way light is reflected off of objects. When these cues are misleading, our brains can make mistakes. For example, the Muller-Lyer illusion is an illusion that makes us see two lines of equal length as being different lengths. This is because the lines have different arrowheads, and our brains interpret the arrowheads as being a cue for distance. What can illusions teach us about our brains? Illusions can teach us a lot about how our brains work. They can show us how our brains use different cues to interpret visual information, and they can also show us how our brains can be tricked. This can help us to understand how our brains work in a more general sense, and it can also help us to be more aware of the limitations of our own perception. There are many different types of illusions, but some of the most interesting ones include the Ames room illusion. This illusion makes a room appear to be different sizes depending on where you're standing. The Necker cube illusion. This illusion makes a cube appear to flip back and forth between two different orientations. The Schroeder staircase illusion. This illusion makes a staircase appear to move up and down. The Rubin vase illusion. This illusion makes you see two different objects in the same image. Illusions are fascinating and can teach us a lot about our brains. They show us that our brains are not always perfect at interpreting the world around us, and they can also help us to understand how our brains work in a more general sense. I hope you enjoyed this video on the power of illusions. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Until next time, keep your minds open, your curiosity alive, and keep exploring the wonders of this incredible world. Stay amazed, my friends. Thanks for watching.